age 13 and 14, but there is a concern that they are sending the wrong message with the clothes they wear and how they act when they're wearing those clothes. Jan Hargrave is a body language expert and the author of Let Me See Your Body Talk, and Jan says these girls' bodies are screaming.
They're screaming.
All right. And in fact, they've screamed the wrong message before, and that's what concerns moms as well. In the case, Yvonne, of your daughter, have you had men or seen men hitting on her, grown men?
Grown men. We were at the mall one day, and a gentleman came up to me and said, "Hey, how old is your friend? I want to talk to her." And I said, "My friend." So I turned around, and he was looking at my daughter from behind. She had on these tight jeans and a little shirt. I said, "That's my daughter." And he said, "You're kidding." I said, "Yeah, she's 13. He said, oh man, I'm 22. I said, "No, she is 13. And he was looking at her. She came and got up under me and said, "He's looking at me." So she really wasn't ready for the advances. She was very uncomfortable with it.
Right, right. So you really weren't dressing that way to get guys to look at you. Or was it you, maybe guys your own age, but you weren't thinking men were looking at you that way?
Yeah. I didn't think they were looking at me that way. I was just dressing comfortable. It was a day to go to the mall, look nice, and go get clothes and different things.
Yeah. How did it make you feel?
Well, I was a little uncomfortable that he was looking at me, but I just didn't like it. I was uncomfortable, and she had handled it, so it was okay afterwards. But I just had a feeling I just didn't like it.
Yeah. Antoinette, have you ever witnessed that with your daughter, Latoya?
I've seen men look at her, but nobody ever approached her. Yeah. And of course, I'm small, and and she's taller than I am. So.
Yeah. Latoya, have guys looked at you in kind of that round kind of way? Older men?
Well, yeah, but I ignore it.
Aren't you kind of concerned about that, though? Does it make you uncomfortable?
Yeah.
Yeah? All right. Well, Jan, what are these girls' bodies screaming? Even though they're good girls making good grades.
I know. You know what? Everything about you sends out a message to other people. And the message that you send out, they will approach you in that way. So if they find that you're very sexy and that you're provocative, well, of course, that will be their first impression of you. Supposedly 55% of our communication is nonverbal. So when they first look at you, I mean, they look at you from head to toe, they look at the legs, they look at the shoes, and that message sends out something to them that says, I'm approachable, come talk with me. I mean, even when we're in a grocery store setting, we're in a movie, everything about us does send out a message to other people. So sometimes when I see young ladies like this, I say, are you ready? Are you mature enough for the action that will come to you when you dress in such a way? That's the thing that I find most of the time.
Yeah, or how people will perceive you. When you put on certain clothes, it affects the way we feel, how we act, even how we may sit. You know, if I have on jeans, I'm sitting like this.
Right.
If I have on what I think is a sexy dress,
even the colors,
doing this
Deborah,
over here.
Even the colors.
Right, right, exactly. So tell us what basically the message these two girls both sent to you when you first met them this morning.
Well, when I first met them, I thought they were some hoochie mamas. No, I'm just kidding. When I first met them, I said, well, these are young girls, and I hope this is the before instead of the after. Because, you know, when I first looked at them, I said, definitely this is not something that they wear to go to school, because I don't think it's appropriate for school, and so I knew that probably we would work with them.
Do you all wear this to school?
I don't wear this, or if I do, I wear a shirt over it. And
or if you do, you get sent home?
No, it's fine as long as you have a shirt over it.
Okay.
Yes, you can't just wear this.
The way that we present ourselves, honestly, is based upon our self-image of ourselves, the way that we see ourselves. So if we see ourselves wanting to attract attention, we're going to dress in a way to attract attention. So even though sometimes someone will tell me, I don't dress this way to make guys look at me or to make older men look at me, I know deep down inside it's all based on self-image, and we almost feel that we want to be that way that day. And so we do dress in those ways. It's a mental picture that we see of ourselves, and we portray it in the way that we walk, in the way that we dress, even in the way that we talk in our mannerisms to other people.
See, I would look at these two girls and I'd say these are two girls who have great confidence. And she said earlier, I got the body now, so I'm going to wear it while I can.
But you know what? When I see her sitting this way, I don't think that she has some confidence right now. I really don't. Yeah, I just see, and I see that her shoulders are slooped, and all of that tells me something about the way that, and I imagine if we had her in something else, I see some people in the audience are straightening up as I'm saying it. Right. But I imagine if we had her perhaps in something else that she was dressed and she looked fine, you know, for that, I bet even her posture would change.
So sometimes it's like we hide behind our clothes. We're trying to project an image that is the opposite of what we are, what we wish we were.
Correct.
Okay, and you guys, you were talking about, you know, well, it's not, it's the trend. You're trying to dress fashionably. But you know what? This right here is nice. Could you stand up for me? Look at that. And she's sending off a really positive image. So. we want to do right now is we want to see if we can strike a compromise between the girls and their moms. And so we're sending our Too Sexy, Too Soon teens backstage, and we're going to give you all, you're like going wincing. You're going, oh, no. No, we're going to give you a whole new look that maybe can be something in between what mom likes and what you like. And, you know, at least, are you willing to try a compromise at least? Yeah?
I am.
Okay. You are? LaToya? All right. You rolled your eyes for a minute there and went, but it's okay. We promise we won't make you look like grandmas, okay? All right, so you two go off backstage and we'll take a look at your new look a little later on in the show. We'll be right back.